day 2 at the NCAA Championships here in St. Louis, Missouri, where we have seen 54,500 fans attend 3 sessions. Session number 3, the total was 18,186, and we come to about 461. Templeman of Wyoming, the 15th seed, and he is taking on Sean Russell of Edinboro. Sean Russell, the junior, 34-7 on the season. The senior, Drew Templeman, 21-8 for Wyoming. Front headlock situation for Russell, as he has Templeman's head tucked underneath, looking to pass it by, working off a Russian tie to the tattooed right arm of Sean Russell was Drew Templeman. Templeman, the 15th seed, as I mentioned, 19-7 on the season, a Big 12 third place finish out of Ording High School in Ording, Washington. His only loss, Nick Piccinini, 4-0 at the Big 12 Championships. High crotch attempt for Templeman. Russell stalks. Templeman circles to his left, back to the center of the mat. Clubs hard with his right hand, does Templeman. Now looking for a Russian tie. And Arizona State's head coach Zeke Jones always says, don't give the Russians any more credit than they already have. The Russians are some of the greatest wrestlers on the planet. And to give them credit, they don't need it. They already have enough with their world champions, their Olympic champions. Sadulayev, Roman Vlasov, one of my favorite wrestlers out there. We go out of bounds, back to the center of the mat, 25 ticks. Left here in the first period, about 4:61, the little guys. From the big boys, back down to the little guys. 10 seconds left here. 4, 3, 2, 1. That'll do it for period number 1, scoreless. Sean Russell looks to cover, tight waist on the left side, ankle immediately on the left side, switches to a tight waist with his right hand, inside thigh pry right hand, chopping left side, switches to the left side, now goes under the arms on the left side, looking for a wrist. Templeman blocking especially tight on that right side, trying to find a hand to fight out. Circling back to his right is Templeman, trying to stay in. Out of bounds is Russell. Fresh start back to the center. So Jim Ravello, our head official, and he's followed by Mike Haggerty. Russell switches sides. Right side tight waist, left side on the elbow. Templeman comes up to his feet, picks up the 1 for the escape, and has the only point on the board. Riding time not a factor, as it sits at 36 seconds. Shot attempt for Templeman on the out-of-bounds line. Circling back to the center is Templeman. Low-level shot. John Smith, low single attempt for Templeman. And Sean Russell still chasing. Templeman doing a good job of fighting the takedown off, but Russell able to find the opposite ankle, which was the right foot, and the right ankle, and pick up the 2 points for the takedown. Russell now leads 2-1. Back to the center of the mat we go, as Russell came in as the 7th seed. It was 33-7 entering these championships. It was an EWL champion defeating Gramacki of Clarion 11-3 in the finals. The sophomore Sean Russell as a 7th seed out of Collins Hill High School in Lawrenceville, Georgia. If I'm not mistaken, Collins Hill is where Kyle Maynard went to school. 7 seconds left here in the second period. Crucial for Russell to get a ride out here. Mat number 8. Say 2 All-Americans going at it on mat number 8. You have Tim Lambert, Shakur Laney on mat number 2. Looks like McKee and Forey's on 3. We have some great wrestling going on. So Russell picks up another takedown. Tim Flynn saying, I want that kid down. Are you listening to me, stud? So giving some positive reinforcement to Sean Russell was Coach Tim Flynn, and he has to be one of the best coaches in all of NCAA wrestling. What he has done at Edinboro, just amazing things. At a very small school, not a Power 5 conference, and he continues year in and year out to not only develop wrestlers, but he builds men as well. And all of these guys that he is coaching, they head on to be successful head coaches at other institutions. So Tim Flynn is creating men in Edinboro, and he's spreading them around the country. So great to see. Coming up next will be 149, Steve Blyce and Zovistowski.
In the green from Penn State, Jimmy Goulabon is the one from Ohio State,
Luke Pletcher and Jimmy Goulabon. As Ohio State sits in second, so Luke Pletcher had an opportunity in back-to-back rounds. He knocked off Topher Carton of Iowa, who they're tied with. He knocked him out of the tournament. He has an opportunity to knock out Pletcher, and that's over on mat number 3. Scramble situation. Sean Russell looking to dive through the legs. Has the right ankle of Templeman, and he has to watch his back here. Coach Tim Flynn said, hey, you can give up a takedown. You know what? What happened to Kalika? Kalika was leading by 2 with riding time with 8 seconds left and ended up giving 6 points away, getting knocked out of the tournament as the 2 seed. A disappointment for the Oklahoma State Cowboys. We'll have Zovistowski and Blease coming up next here on mat number 1.